Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Let me first start off and give honor to all the fathers, all the men that have done what is right, and for all the brothers who literally have discipline to not fall for the trap to be the side bank account father. I also want to thank you too. It is a day where we are giving you a special message in which we will talk to y'all about Father's Day and different stuff pertaining to that. I pass it on to a good friend of mine, MOT. Let's get it. Go ahead, MOT.
All right, man. Happy Father's Day to everybody. And we need to take this fatherhood thing pretty seriously. Now, you can't have that much control over brotherhood all that much because of people that's in the culture. But you can definitely have a lot of control over who you have kids with. Because there's a lot of people whose lives been sabotaged by a quick piece of sex to have long-term consequences. That's how most of the people in the black community, the ones who call themselves leaders of it, that's how they gain control over it. They gain control over it through the deliberate misdirection and misunderstanding of procreative faculties in order to keep women conspired to be in charge of the community. You have to realize that this is not about hating women. This is about protecting your future, protecting your ability to be creative, protecting your ability to be able to move to the opportunities whenever they are there, protecting your ability to be able to move from job to job, picking up those skills and abilities before you start to transfer those jobs into a career for yourself or a business for yourself outside that. And the greatest hold that you have over your life is who you decide to have your kid with. I know a lot of black male experience is defined through proving that you can be around a disruptive, unfeminine human being that somehow survived the crash and keep moving on as a human being. But we need to step this up and move into a different level of black male masculinity. Black male masculinity from now on is going to be defined without pandering to this person. If she's going to show love for you, then she's going to show it without you lowering your head to her table through game. Truly have to understand that you're not looking to be picked or to be chosen by somebody who does not produce. Non-producers do not get to choose anything. And non-producers should not be uprooting you or siping you down like ripe corn and putting you on their team. You watch the NBA and the NFL draft just like I do. The owners of the team draft the players. The players don't get to choose beforehand what team they are going to. And even if they are choosing, they've already had those things pre-worked out by the owners. This Father's Day special is about owning your own future and taking it into your own hands. The old failures of yesterday is not who you need to embody. If you're 35 plus years old and you're still talking about women, guess what? You failed. You failed at everything. And what new black male masculinity is going to be about is going to be about owning and running businesses, figuring out what products they need and bringing them to the marketplace, and overall taking intellectual advantage of your creative faculties that you bring to the table. So that way the world can enjoy them, so that way you can be paid through them and by them. The failures of yesterday want you to think that you got to escape America to go off to a foreign land to start over. I'm telling you that that way is false. If you do not learn how to take the most advantage of the things that you got right here, which is the best of the best, you got the best access to credit, you got the best access to banking, you got the best access to nonprofit organizations, creative stashes, the best access to church grants, best access to all that stuff is right here. So if you're thinking about leaving, I just want you to pause and look around and like, dude, everything you need is just right here. You just need to take better control over it and advantage over it. My grandfather and my father's generation were stifled from making the investments in themselves and reaping those return on investments in their generations. That excuse is no longer here for us, brothers. What we need to do is take advantage of the tangibles that are in our control. And don't worry about the things that are not. Because as soon as you create the stuff that you need, you're going to realize that you'd rather do anything in the world but give it up rather than give it out to people. You need to be doing the choosing right now, sir. You need to choose yourself. You need to remove yourself off the field of play and start playing for your own team rather than waiting to be getting drafted by somebody else. There's too many fields out there that you can get into. Every single state, you can Google the top 10 jobs of any single state that needs to be filled. Every single state has jobs that needs to be filled. And they can be packed right with productive black men in specific, but men in general. You have to regain your ability to produce. And after you start being productive, you have to be selective of who you bring into your life to share it with. We have to stop thinking that having a prenuptial agreement is something that shows a bit of love and trust. We don't live in a world of trust anymore. You have a prenuptial agreement in order to protect things in your future, because we already know what these people are up to. I don't care if you're one of the good ones out of the bad ones. That means nothing to me, because some of the good ones experience all the stuff that the bad ones practice, and just because they're not practicing it doesn't mean that they are affected by it or they're going to defer to it whatever is advantageous to them. So this Father's Day, folks, I want us to start off being better black men for ourselves, because we're going to be the ones who rebuild the community our way. They've already had their chance to blackwash the community full of kids that had no idea about what they're doing or who they was being raised by. So I'm just saying, we're going to take this bull by the horns and start taking it in the direction that we want to go. And you need to be fearless about that. You have to understand that skin color domination is not more important than masculine domination. If you ever notice, the more under control women are, you don't see the men talking about women like that in their culture, because they're already under control, except for ours. These old fools and old failures and the new ones that come to the table want to take your eye off of the ball and point you in a direction that you should not be focused on. They don't have a track record. That's why they don't show it. You should be a man of merit and work. You should always be willing to show your track record to the right people to move forward and move along. Because this world is going to go to the people who participate in it. It's never going to go to people who hide from it. And just because you wasn't raised with these things that I'm talking about does not mean that you cannot embody them right now. Because you have to start your track record right now. You can't wait on other people to come to you. You can't wait on other people to come for you. You are going to be your own rescue party. You are going to be your own way and path out of this darkness that we are now witnessing. You're going to be the one who's going to be inheriting most of this stuff that's going to be coming into your hands. All these people talking, they're doing nothing but stalling, because they have nothing to give. This is why their mouth is open all the time. But you have to fall back and be more of a merit-based provider than a person who really wants to mouthpiece his way into situations without showing proof. You should be able to want to be productive. That's what you need to embody. Thank you so much, Joe.
You know, one of the things about it that I had to learn as a man coming into being a father was all the tools I was going to need are right there before me. And I was going to have to anchor down in my own beliefs and morals and be accountable. And I say that with pride, and I say that with all earnest honesty I can give y'all. Y'all brothers need to understand, I'm never going to tell you to run from your home and your destiny because this is your birthright and you have a right to what you work hard for and what you claim. And the thing about it is, you're going to be swayed by different people because you can bring good merit and good credit to things that you touch if you but so put your mind to it and work hard. And the thing about it is, people will try to sway you into investing and divesting. And I will tell you that it for you, first off, take time and learn how to put yourself first. I know that's strange. Why would a father tell me that I need to put things first? But here's the thing about it. If you're going to be the man of your home, first thing is first, you got to be accountable and make sure yourself is squared away first. You got to make sure you got what you need first. You got to make sure that you're in the right situation first. So that way you don't deal with the wrong woman. Because if you're dealing with the wrong woman, that means you didn't put yourself first. Why? Because you would have checked yourself and said, listen, you're not for me. Get away from me. You would have saw that those people that are coming around you that are putting you in situations like, hey man, why don't you come out here for a few beers? No, I gotta go to work. Come on, man. You're gonna keep working for that man like you're a slave. You see, they're not putting they're not putting your best interest first. So that means you following them, you're not putting you first. As a man, I had to learn one of the biggest things, especially going into being a father. I was going to be making sacrifices to get to where I needed to be. And for me to have my land of milk and honey, I needed to start bashing the stones of stupidity and ignorance around me and start being accountable and start making sure that, hey, those talking points of things that people are saying that are off and not aligned with my code, I can't deal with them. I shall not deal with them. Because see, I always notice, let me be for real. Women go after married men that are fathers, that are doing what they need to be doing, and that are prominent men in society. Men in society that have their things together. You ever notice that women come after you and try to get a baby off of you? You ever notice that a lot of you men who have a woman in a stable home, women come after you more so than ever than the single men? Why? Because they want your stability. They want what you have. They want to siphon off of you. They want that. They want to have that, to have you as the prize to say, look what I pulled from this situation. Look what I got him doing. And I'm sorry, a lot of men, they'll try to tell you this game that, hey, you can do this and that. But they don't ever tell you about the outcome, how it ends out. The woulda, shoulda, couldas. Why ain't they doing it? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, these kind of talks right here, y'all. I understand some brothers they didn't probably get it because they didn't have a father or a grandfather around or a man around. Tell them to actually tell them, listen, man, you as a man ain't got no time for no games. See, that's the first lesson. Me and MOT will tell you that. MOT, you got time for games?
Not at all, man.
Men don't got time for games. See, that's why I be looking at a lot of brothers when they be saying like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna show you how to play the game." What game? Y'all get tired? Don't y'all get tired of being moved around like pieces, being puppeteered? See, don't you ever know when they say the game, they're talking about you are going to be a piece, but a piece to who? You're gonna get moved around the board by who? But I gotta ask you, brothers, a question. What? See, men that got their families together, that got their workshop together, that doing what they got to do, they're controlling the pieces of their board. But see, the brothers that y'all gotta be careful. What board game are you playing? But if you a man that's about your business, do what you need to do, you're gonna step away from that goddamn board. Now I can't tell you what you got what to do, but I'm being for real. A lot of these countries and a lot of these places, they ain't playing. I seen a brother talk about he wanted to go down to Africa. Now I told him you can go ahead and do that. He said, "Yeah, I'm going to go down to Africa for school." For school? I said, "They're giving out free grants." Oh, I don't know. So why would you go? At least if you here, at least you get a free grant. At least you can go to community college and from there work your way up, or go to a trade. Well, man, the laws are out to get me. Let me tell you one thing, man. If you are where you need to be, I don't worry about the law. I don't. MOT, you worry about the law?
I got my own land. I control everything else outside them borders. But inside these borders, inside this place, a couple floors down, they don't control nothing.
That's the board that he controls. We're not out here playing no games, man. I don't have to worry about no woman. I got my woman, I got my family, I got my land, I got my properties. What? I'm not trying to play no game. We're never trying to play no game. We're trying to tell y'all how to be fathers of your own nations. Because listen, man, the time is cracking down, man. Now we got it where illegal immigrants from Africa are now coming. They skip past South America. Now you got the African illegal immigrants coming over. And now guess what they're doing? They're grabbing property. See, everybody's going out there, and you know who they're going to see as the weakest link? They're coming after you. They're coming after you, black man. They're not coming to work with you. The Africans that are coming over here speak French. You speak English. They coming not to be your friend, but to compete with you and take from you. Be very mindful how you move as a man and as a father, man. Be very mindful who your woman is being entertained by, especially by certain women. When you see or hear her pick up certain talking points, you intervene and say, "All right, yeah, you until she get her shit together, nah, she don't need to talk to you." I pass it over to you, MOT. MOT.
You understand, brothers, that there is a conspiracy to keep you under their thumb. There's a conspiracy in their traps. That's not a conspiracy to make you win. That's a conspiracy to keep them in charge. People have sold out. They don't give a damn about their masculinity. They were for the things that happen. That's what the woman choosing is about. So when you see an old dumbass frog and an old dumbass fool who tell you you had all this power and privilege because a woman gets to pick, you, the productive person, without bringing nothing to the table, that dude's playing you for a goddamn fool, man. There are men of other cultures who are thinking about stuff like this. There are not men of other cultures who have their women out here acting a damn fool and then try to put her ass in charge. They don't do that. They don't even conspire to do that with their culture. Our culture, reason. They don't want to be independently successful. They want to be dependently trapped. And so now they want to sell their wares off onto you, so that way, so that you can be the new person who finishes up his legacy by taking it always. What a deal, right? But see, the reason why they don't tell you this is because these people have absolute disdain for their own masculinity. They only see themselves as masculine as long as the woman can choose them, as long as the woman can lead them. You don't see any men of other culture acting like that, lobbying for that, chasing that, do you? This is why older black men handed down the matriarchy to younger black men, because they are okay with being the way they present themselves. They're okay with that because nobody hated black progress more than these non-productive ass black men.
Uh-oh.
Nobody wanted black progress. Everybody wanted to see us fail. You want to know why? They embodied everything that it took to put them in charge. They wanted to see this happen. And now they get to laugh in our faces as if we don't have eyes and we can't have the sense of introspection. They think that by having you raised in these environments that they somehow have stripped this from you. Why would they want to have you entrapped into the same trap that they did not surpass themselves? The reason why? They want you stuck. They hate the simple fact that you figured out most things that they were not able to take advantage of in their life very early. This is the new war on drugs, folks. Rather than selling cocaine and bad rocks, they're selling you access to the matriarchy. That's the new drug. And just like those same cowards and clowns who sold that stuff to the community back in the day, we have the same cowards and clowns who selling access to the matriarchy right now. The same type of soulless. Because if there's any other person who do this, it's definitely nothing as black men. That's what they want to do. They want to have you trapped. Fail, and they want to see the woman win. And one thing you have to notice and understand is that very quickly. All you got to do is refuse to progress, and you're already a completed version of yourself already as a damn failure. This they're trying to pass down to you. But this is their life. This is not your life. You need to be very different from this. Because 2 generations ago, this stuff never would have been possible. But you have to understand it is possible because of these damn punk ass want to sell you access to this matriarchy through playing this game that they haven't passed. They can't family that they create through game. They can't show you what they've handed down through game. They can't do it. And that's the problem that we have. Not everybody wants to play in the so-called stuff. and do the things that they need to do. I'm just telling you that we need to be different out here. We need to start with a black masculinity. Because doing stuff for the behest of and for the sake of this woman is not the way to go. And it's never been a reason why you should always try to strive to be a man. They're taking advantage of the fact that you was raised yes. Joe, yeah?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I had to fix the mic.
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about all that, y'all. I just fixing the mic. You know, Google Hangouts having a lot of issues, so I've been busy just trying to run in and get it fixed. But you guys, we just want y'all to have a happy Father's Day. We want y'all to be able to stand on your beliefs. Do not listen to people who are not holding themselves accountable or not on code. We're thankful for that. And we appreciate that. So with that being said, we're just saying happy Father's Day. And hope that y'all guys have a good Father's Day. All right. This is Black Men Congregation signing off. Peace. Let me go ahead and fix this stuff.